And there's a... Well, and something sneezed from that box. Someone's hiding in those boxes. Welcome to Nekopara, Volume 1, right here on WGS-TV, along with the incomparable Lance Moss on the Wrestlegamer. And guys, I just wanted to kind of field test something, because apparently with Honey Pop, it seems to be a really popular playthrough right now on the channel for some odd reason, Lance. And we're not sure why it's so popular, but apparently it just is. Maybe because it's an anime style of a game. And I want to try to kind of like field test something and see if maybe these kind of anime type games are the kind of games that you guys want to see here on the channel. And since this is not only just an anime game, it also features something that a lot of anime fans kind of have a well, I want to say what do you think the right word would be for this? Would fetish be the right word for this? For a fetish for Catgirls?
Something like that, maybe.
Yeah, now, the only person that will probably be supplying a voice is for me, for the main character, because all of the other characters kind of like, it's kind of like and unlike Honey Pop. When I say it's like Honey Pop, that the girls have their own voices, but unlike Honey Pop, they're in Japanese, but there will be the English subtext for you guys to read out there, so there will be no need for funny voices. If you guys can't read, then what the fuck are you doing on YouTube in the first place? Go learn how to read first, you know what I mean, Lance?
Exactly.
Alright, so let us begin the game right here. I don't think it really hurts to kind of really field test this idea. Okay, so the mover says thank you very much. I'm heading. Well, the mover. Well, every other character in the game will have a voice except for the protagonist, which will be supplied by me, and it's just going to be a normal voice too. So apparently our name is Casho, and he's, alright, phew, this should be most of the boxes then. I wiped the sweat off my forehead with my arm, as the moving trucks disappeared from view. Although it was early April and only the beginning of spring, today's weather was quite nice. It was even a bit hot. Well, it's a good day for a new start. I turned my head to look at the empty bakery, which didn't have any signage yet. I'll tell you what, Lance, let me ask you this question. What's your favorite thing about a bakery? You know, when you go in there, what's the #1 thing you go to in a bakery?
The chocolate section. I'm a chocoholic.
I kind of like, well, here in Louisiana, we kind of have a couple of things. One thing, of course, I like donuts. You know,
who does?
Yeah, but we also have like a kind of a mixture of a bread. It's called a brioche, and it's kind of like a bread with mixed in with a little bit of yellow. I don't want to say that it's just basically yellow food covering, but it's kind of what it looks like it is. Plus, it's doused with sugar on top of it, and it is absolutely delicious. It's kind of like my favorite. You know what a brioche is?
I think there's kind of like balls of dough, which just covered in flour. I think I've seen those on the Food Net. I mean, on Travel Channel, when they did a few shows down in New Orleans.
Oh, but if they ever have a bakery that has beignets in it,
yeah, beignets, yeah.
My favorite place, hands down, to get beignets, Café Du Monde in the French Quarter in New Orleans. Oh my God! Anytime I'm visiting New Orleans, I have to go there. I have to have some beignets for breakfast. And if you guys haven't been to New Orleans, and if you haven't visited Café Du Monde, you must do it. It is a thing. If you want to try out something really, really, really tasty for our breakfast, especially when you're visiting New Orleans, Café Du Monde is your #1 stop. But anyway, since we sidetracked from the story so much, let us continue here. The brand new exterior had a Western look with a predominantly white and brown motif. There was also a large window which lets lots of sunshine in. And finally, there were the words that displayed the name of the bakery, La Soleil. And if you guys don't know what La Soleil means, it's French for the sun. I do believe. For remembering my French from high school, I think that is right, Lance. I think it means the sun, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's see. Instead of the proper French article, le, it was La Soleil. Well, yeah, we just said that. What the hell?
It was listening to you, Billy.
See, there was a nod towards the name of the shop of someone I admired. Now that I'm on my own, I'll have to do my best. I softly murmured to myself. From here on out, no one would tell me what to do. Wouldn't that be kind of strange if someone just absolutely... Remember that episode of Family Guy when they showed a clip where Peter Griffin was just narrating everything he was doing?
Yeah.
Imagine that would be weird if someone was actually doing something like that.
Yeah.
See, I was going to start completely anew despite the stature of my family's name and everything that had happened up until now. I wonder what the hell that means about the stature of his family's name. See, I alone would decide my path and take responsibility for what I do, which kind of makes sense. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happens. Still, although I was a bit worried, the thought of what lay ahead made me break into a smile. Alright. In any case, I better get all these things cleaned up. I took a deep breath and got my spirits back up. I stepped into the new-smelling bakery. Well, let's go inside the bakery. Fade to white. What's with this big box? In front of me was a large box I didn't recognize. In fact, there were two of them. Fragile, delicate. Absolutely this side up. If thrown, your company will be in trouble. The warnings were going overboard. They were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything quite like this. First off, there were boxes that looked like they came from my house. If these were for the bakery, there's no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags from the moving company either. Although all there were those warning labels. Well, I'll know for sure once I open the... And there's a... Oh, and something sneezed from that box. Someone's hiding in those boxes, Lance.
Yeah, I kind of gathered that.
Oh, boy.
This could get interesting.
Oh, it's just a cat. Huh? Just a troublesome cat. Jeez. Okay, if she thinks that fooled him... Oh, brother. Like that would fool me! What are you doing, Chocola? Hello. Okay, I would still like to have some explanation of why Catgirls exist in this universe. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just curious. You know, there's a difference between complaining and curious.
Exactly.
We just saw each other at home yesterday, you know. I would imagine they'd be really mean. I don't think any girl likes being called heavy. I think that's probably why she's so upset.
Yeah.
Well, compared to the rest of my things, you are heavy. She ignored what I said. Chocola puffed out her cheeks. Which ones? As Ashley would say.
Exactly.
You could say she was always happy-go-lucky. Or rather, she preoccupied herself with only what was in front of her. Well, I guess that was how you would describe Chocola. Ready to move, I did wonder why I didn't see you. And there was another sneeze. So we're not dealing with just one. I think we're dealing with 2 Catgirls now. Hey! And there's... Okay, well, they're calling us Master now. And, for anyone who's thinking dirty thoughts up there, you think you're thinking right.
Bing bong, hello!
And look what her name is. We got Chocola and Vanilla. Kind of sense a theme here.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Vanilla here too? Okay, so they're sisters. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so this is her being mad. I kind of hate to see her when she's happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, in any case, Chocola, Vanilla, get out of there. I was at my wit's end with the large boxes that had suddenly shown up. Anyhow, Chocola and Vanilla got out of their boxes. Why is no one picking up the phone? Just what is Shigure doing? I hung up after trying to call my little sister. There was no way that Chocola and Vanilla could have gotten mixed in with the rest of the boxes in the first place. On the outside, Catgirls look almost like humans. They can understand words and can talk just like us. But more than humans, Catgirls were closer to normal cats. After all, Catgirls had ears and tails just like cats do. They were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred to as Catgirls. So they were genetically modified? Who did the genetically modifying? I would like to know that. Hey, wouldn't it be against the law to kind of do that kind of human experimentation? These days, Catgirls fit into society. How? That's the major question. Why am I asking so many questions about a game like this? It makes no sense.
Exactly.
As pets and families or partners to humans. Oh, and now I know what it means when they call these kind of games fan service. I'm getting a headache already.
I knew that was coming.
All right. My little sister really loves to dote on Catgirls. What does that mean? So our family has 6, including Chocola and Vanilla. In any case, they couldn't have mailed themselves all on their own. Mailing living things through the post would be impossible, for one thing. There's no way my parents would have helped with this either. Thus, I could only guess that this was somehow Shigure's doing. I see, so Shigure was an accomplice then. See, now, another one of the major differences in this game, like you would see from Sakura Spirit, the characters move.
Yeah.
So, right, so let's see what the... Well, Chocola seems to be an overly optimistic type of a character.
Yep.
Vanilla appears to be devoid of a soul.
Yeah.
She has no emotions. Okay, she jumped up and she bounces. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
They're going to snuggle in his bed. snuggling to get acknowledged. What the fuck? I'm sorry, that's stupid right there. Oh my god. Instead of snuggling in the bed, why can't they snuggle us? I'm just saying. Don't get out of control and hurt yourselves. Well, guys and gals, while they go snuggle in the bed, we're going to go ahead and call it an episode. On the next one, we are going to continue this ridiculous story. Well, with that being said, the incomparable Lance Moss on the WrestleGamer saying never, ever, 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 ever let a Catgirl snuggle in your bed by themselves.
Unless you're wearing protection.
Exactly. Well, someone's happy.